On October 31st, 2011, the 7th billion baby was born. Today, an additional 360,000 people were born. Currently, food scarcity, water scarcity, and fuel scarcity are growing. As developing nations push into the middle class, there has become a bigger strain on supplies. This push into the middle class has also caused increased fertility and reduced mortality. Riots in places such as Mexico over items such as grain are taking place. Commodities have shot up 338% in this decade. On top of scarcity caused by growing population, unenvironmentally conscious practices are causing an additional strain on our Earth. One of the main offenders is climate change. This is caused by releasing CO2 and other heat-trapping gases into the atmosphere. To change this, we must redesign the way that we use energy. Forgetting the high demand due to overpopulation, these environmental issues are the reason of scarcity. These issues all cause strain on the Earth, whether it be related to soil quality or storms. Each issue builds off the other. Climate change is one of the biggest problems we face today. Due to climate change, oceans have been rising. According to the IPCC, in the next century, the average sea level rise is predicted to rise between 110 millimeters and 770 millimeters. One of the main factors is thermal expansion. Thermal expansion is the expansion of water molecules in response to a rising temperature. This can pose a threat to coastal cities such as Los Angeles, New York, Sydney, Tokyo, London, and many more. If these cities are flooded, it will leave millions dead and homeless, and the global economy will plummet. Climate change has also induced melting of ice caps. The melting of ice caps has further contributed to the rising sea level. The melting of ice caps is not only a threat to sea levels rising, it also is a threat to our drinking water. On Earth, 97% of water is unusable. Out of the drinkable water, almost 80% of it is locked up in glaciers. Currently, 884 million people, or almost 3 times the United States population, does not have access to clean water. If we continue, the number will only grow. Unpredictable weather patterns, extreme hot and cold temperatures, drought, scarcity of water, and longer insect activity are all negative impacts on agriculture. Not by surprise, all these negative impacts are induced by global warming. To try to sustain 7 billion people, we have resorted to unsustainable techniques such as clearing rainforests, which are the richest biomes on Earth, and contain chemicals used in medicine such as cancer-curing drugs and more. Due to the effects on climate change, crop failures have become much more frequent, heavily impacting the economy and leaving people starving. Not only farmers suffer from droughts, retailers who provide goods and services to the farmers also suffer from reduced business. This later leads to unemployment, which results in loss of tax revenues for the government.